completely unexpected situation. It's going to take place precisely on the 10th of November 2022. This unexpected situation which is going to take place, my gorgeous Libra, in your life is really going to surprise you. Why? Primarily because you're going to become aware of somebody being really naughty and somebody being a little bit sneaky when it comes to them dealing with a certain aspect of their life. And they will be like a little bit naughty and a little bit sneaky, but then a little bit cheeky, but then this is really not going to be anything like horrible or nasty or anything like that. You're just going to understand the way of somebody else dealing with a specific situation in your life, in their life, that is going to remind you of your situation. And even more so, it's going to give you an absolutely mind-blowing idea of what to do next, because it's going to unfold in new understanding, not only what to do next, how to deal with a weird situation in your life, but this is going to become such an integral part of your spiritual journey, where a clear direction, it's going to become absolutely obvious. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's for November 2022. And even more so when I'm talking about this situation, my gorgeous Libra, what I really like, it's not only about a clear direction, but this clear direction that it's going to become evident, it's also the beginning of something very special here. You are going to find yourself at the beginning of a very special journey in your life, and just remember, it is all pretty much so going to start on the actual 10th of November, and that in itself, it's going to really, you know, when I say clear direction, it's like all about you knowing like what exactly are you going to do when it comes to making like a really big change, a really ultimate change in your life. This is going to reflect on your success, it's going to reflect on your finances, on your financial situation, but it's also going to reflect on your ultimate happiness in life, because it's pretty much so to do with where you want to get in your life, what you want to achieve. And now this is going to provide you with a rather interesting and nice spiritual shortcut. It's going to bring you an ultimate change. It's going to reflect on your finances, but it's also going to reflect on your ultimate happiness. I really like it, because it's all going to lead towards you knowing exactly how are you going to be able to do something that you wanted to do for such a long time, where at least 1 year for the last year you wanted to do this. It's to do with like making certain goals real. It's to do with like kind of like a manifesting certain goals into reality, but now you will know exactly how to actually do this. So let me tell you, this is to do with something that you're so passionate about, and something that you know you found so challenging so far, and you absolutely needed like kind of someone to become the part of this spiritual journey, where you can maybe look at someone and understand, you know, certain things about yourself. And that person doesn't even have to be someone close to you, someone important to you. No, baby, no. Just remember that every single person in this life, we are learning something from. Whether these people are just passers-by, whether these people are just like someone who we see on the street, you know, everybody comes with some kind of like their own like kind of function when it comes to our spirituality. So just remember, it's not necessarily somebody who's like who you're closely related to or anything like that. No, baby, no. You will see exactly what I mean, because what you have found challenging before, now you're gonna really kind of understand that this is not challenging whatsoever, and you will know what I mean, because by the time the 24th of November comes, on the 24th of November you're gonna have a big answer when it comes to all this, because on the 24th of November you're gonna feel so strongly how you want to say something that means to you so much, like you will want to declare something, you will want to like kind of like declare something. You will want to like kind of you're gonna feel extremely optimistic, extremely excited. So you will know what this is, because you're gonna feel such a strong sense of the actual declaration, which means that, oh my god, it's just all about the motivation that you're gonna feel by the end of the actual November. And you need to understand that part of all this is going to be the actual you needing to speak to someone really quite important by the end of the month, you know. And especially within the last 11 days of November, you will see what I mean. You will see what I mean. This is also going to kind of happen to you as the time goes by, completely unplanned. You will know that you're going to need to speak to someone really important, and that particular person is kind of like they have a really dark energy. They may be intimidating a little bit, but you need to understand that you have to be outspoken. You have to be blunt, because that particular person is going to try to put you off from something. No, baby, no. They don't understand you. They don't understand your personal situation. They don't understand your private situation. And I do actually think that that person has got some kind of a secret little hidden agenda as well. So you need to understand that when you come across that important, powerful person that you're going to need to speak to, it's just about this intimidation that they or like some kind of intimidation techniques or intimidation like tactics that are going to have almost. So what you need to remember is to put your point across. You need to be as blunt as possible. You need to be as open as possible, you know. And this is something that you need to understand. It's about you putting your foot down, because by you putting your foot down, by being as blunt and as open as possible, you're also gonna realize something so specific about yourself. Just couple of days after that moment in time, there is going to be the phone call that you are going to have, and that phone call is going to change your life, because it's going to make you aware of some kind of like a mind-blowing bright prospects that are about to enter your life. But this is really going to surprise you, and at the same time very unusual sign that you are going to have something very personal. It's going to happen to you, and you will be able to put two and two together. You will know what the answer to that is. It's going to be absolutely magnificent the way things are actually going to unfold. So the bottom line is, by the end of this month, you are going to be facing the stage of your life with like so many bright prospects and unlimited opportunities and possibilities are going to be there, where you thought that, you know, that these aspects of your life, that nothing is going to come out of it, or you thought that they came to an end. No, baby, no. This is just the beginning, and you are going to like it. Everything that happened to you in your life so far was preparing you for this moment in time, was preparing you for the actual end of November 2022, where you are going to be facing one of the most exciting parts and aspects and stages of your life, and they're going to seem even more delicious, because things are going to happen and unfold in such a way where you're going to find this completely mind-blowing. Not only the way things are going to unfold and which opportunities you are going to have, but most importantly, you're going to realize how much you've actually changed. Because if you kind of like face these opportunities like a couple of months earlier, it would be like, oh no, baby, no. But now you will know exactly what I mean. The month of November is bringing you hope. The month of November is bringing you so much optimism, but the month of November, it's also the time when you're coming back home to yourself, my gorgeous Libra. You have been through so much karmically. Things have been kind of slowed down for you, but now after this moment in time, you can expect things are going to start moving on as fast as you can possibly imagine. And when it comes to the actual number in numerology, my gorgeous Libra, your number is number 10. Now, this is all about like a really completely unexpected situation happening and bringing so much to you. This unexpected situation is going to change your life more than you can possibly imagine. And it's all going to start with you becoming aware of someone a little bit sneaky, cheeky, and naughty. But then at the same time, that person, as I said, is going to give you an idea how exactly to deal with the specific part of your life that you just kind of got stuck with with and you didn't know what to do. So it's all about, not just about like the actual and unexpected situation, but this really, the month of November is bringing you such an important answer. On one hand, it's to do with your spiritual purpose. You're either going to find out your spiritual purpose. If you don't know what your soul purpose is or your spiritual purpose is, you're either going to find out your spiritual purpose or soul purpose by the end of November. So this is going to be strong. Or you're going to find out exactly what else do you need to do. If you already know what your spiritual purpose is or your soul purpose is, you will know exactly what the next stage like it's now going to be. Because all this is not necessarily, oh yeah, it's just money, finances. No, baby, no. But it's about you feeling it, feeling your life again, feeling this powerful vibration, realizing and recognizing also like so many opportunities have been around you for such a long time, but then at the end of the day it wasn't the right time for you. Now November, this is what this month is actually going to bring you. And number 10 also means that you are gonna do something so specific this month, especially at around the mid-November. You will do something so specific. The decision that you are going to make, it's going to be super beneficial, not only for you but for the actual people in your life, because what you're going to do and what you're going to decide, it's also going to bring you so much closer to those people in your life that you want to be closer to. You will see exactly what I mean. And when it comes to nutrition and things like that, my gorgeous Libra, again, I highly recommend you to take like something like a natural vitamin D3 supplement, which is going to help you to boost your immune system, but it's also going to be super beneficial when it comes to your sensitive bones indeed. So, you know, I have my own brand, so I highly recommend you natural vitamin D3 to take with the actual zinc picolinate, which is a highly absorbable form of zinc, and it's also superb in combination with vitamin D3 in order to give you more energy, in order to boost your immune system. But at the same time, zinc is also going to be super beneficial for your skin, hair and nails as well. And the last thing I would recommend you, my gorgeous Libra, would be organic chlorella. Now, organic chlorella, it's important to detoxify all the dangerous metals that we have in our bodies. That danger, believe me, you know, the dangerous metals in the sky, in the air, in the ground, in the soil, in the plants, it's absolutely everywhere, which we need to protect ourselves from. And you do it by taking organic chlorella, which has got the power to detoxify these metals out of your body, but even more so, it's rich in protein, vitamins, minerals, and it's also rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids, which are it's essential for our body, but our body does not produce it. So we have to like kind of feed our body as omega-3 essential fatty acids indeed, because they're necessary for our health, for our brain, for our memory, and our bodily functions as well. So my vitamins, these are my own brand. They're without any unnecessary chemicals. They're natural, of high and superb quality. And if you would like to buy them, the link is going to be in the description below. And if you can't find the link, then you can just go on Google and you can just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins and my page is going to come up that way as well. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm going to go on the very first date that is going to be quite important. Now, the 1st of November. The 1st of November, this is going to be the big one, because on the 1st of November, I need you to understand that from the moment you wake up, something is going to be on your mind. Some kind of realization, some kind of idea, spiritually something is going to be pointed out to you, completely out of the blue, and you're going to be like, why is this on my mind? Why am I thinking about this? Do you know why? Because you need to pay attention to that part of your life, and this is going to be something personal. This is going to be something personal, and it's to do with you checking something, you know, checking something out. Okay, so it's to do something personal, which is going to surprise you. Why is this on my mind out of the blue? But this is what the spirit world is trying, your spirituality is trying to make you aware of, to pay attention to this aspect of your life. You need to check this out. What is going to be on your mind on the very 1st of November 2022? By the time you get to the second and and even if you're not aware of it, sorry, on the 1st of November, even if you kind of forget about it, you know, then through the day, throughout the day, it's gonna be on your mind. Something is gonna be persistently on your mind, or it's gonna come to you completely out of the blue. So even if you're not aware of it the very first thing in the morning, this is gonna come to you throughout the day, but it's gonna be very much so on your mind, completely out of the blue, and it's gonna surprise you where this is coming from. But it's the sign that this is the part of your life that you need to check out, you need to work on, you need to investigate, and you need to inspect. By the time you get to the 2nd and the 3rd of November, something, my God, you're going to find out something here. My gorgeous Libra, you are going to find out something here on the 2nd and the 3rd of November. And something, it's like some kind of revelation, something is going to be exposed to you, something that you didn't know, something that you weren't aware, something that was hidden from you. And at the same time, this is gonna be brilliant. This is like a very kind of a specific information that is going to surprise you. You're gonna find it mind-blowing, but it's gonna make you extremely happy, because in terms of success, you will know exactly what do you need to do at this moment in time, because it is just gonna make you feel almost immediately enthusiastic. It's something that's gonna inspire you when it comes to this, especially when it comes to your own independence, and even more so later on on the 2nd and the 3rd. After that moment in time, you're gonna find yourself like being a very creative and very happy and very excited, and you're gonna realize, oh yeah, baby, this creativity and this lovely energy and exciting energy, it's coming from you realizing this, you know, you're thinking about this aspect of your life, what is actually going to be exposed to you, you know. So this energy is going to be really wonderful, and it's going to make you feel so good about yourself, and then you're going to be like really full of energy, full of beans, my gorgeous Libra. You're going to be full of energy. And then you're going to find yourself being extremely creative. And then even more so, when you find yourself being extremely creative, it's like, oh my God, that energy and vibration, because you're going to feel so optimistic. You're going to feel driven with what is going to be on your mind, and you will know why you feel so good, you know. So this is going to bring the whole new balance into your life, which is going to refresh you, re-energize you, rejuvenate you. And even more so when you find yourself feeling so creative, you know, like you're going to be all around the place, my gorgeous Libra. When you find yourself feeling so creative, there is also going to be like, oh my God, like a really even more so, like a very kind of interesting, intuitive, psychic message that you are going to have again. Something is going to come to you, but it's going to come to you when you feel the most like creative. So whether you're going to be like dancing like a little ballerina, whatever you're going to be doing, my gorgeous Libra, you know, it's like going to come to you at the time when you feel super creative. And because you are like creating a very powerful energy, you're sending it away, you know, and then something else gets back to you in terms of understanding and being open, you know, exactly what you should be doing. And this is psychic and intuitive message that you are going to have. It's like a really kind of going to make you aware of like, it's going to make you feel even more excited and more ecstatic and more, it's going to put you in like a very much so in a mood to explore and to find out as much as you possibly can. It's going to make you feel extremely optimistic, but the psychic message that you're going to have, it's going to make you aware of that now you are going to need to be as direct as possible. You're going to need to understand that at this moment in time, someone is going to be on your mind whom you are going to need to discuss something. That person is part of this progress and process, but you're not going to be able to carry on with this journey unless you kind of explain yourself like to this particular person. And it's to do with you being clear, and it's to do with you being as directed as possible, and not leaving absolutely anything behind. The more open and direct you are in this situation when it comes to this part of your life, the more powerful your dream is going to be, because now you're going to find yourself realizing, oh my God, it's what I always wanted. I'm going to be able to achieve now and do something what I always wanted, what makes me feel alive again. I'm not saying that you didn't feel alive again, but this is to do with your dream, and it's to do with things that you wanted to do, and now you're going to have the opportunity to do this, my gorgeous Libra. Just go for it. Even Plantini is saying, hi my darling, just go for it. Even my Plantini is saying this. So you see what I mean? It's going to be like, you know, it's going to put you in this stage, the beginning. You see this? Absolutely brilliant. And it's going to lead towards this. towards your dreams, something so big and so important coming true, but the specific person is going to be on your mind, and you are going to need to be as direct and as clear as possible without you being worried, oh, I can hurt him, I can hurt her. No, baby, no. It is your life to live. It is your life to make decisions, you know, and sometimes, you know, like if we are worrying about certain people in our lives that we might hurt by knowing that what we are doing is the right thing for us, then, you know, you need to kind of also become aware that you're getting very closer and closer to the like, kind of like a negative attachment in your life that you of course need to work on. And the quicker you deal with it, the quicker you're going to release this negative energy, you're going to be able to move on indeed. And what else I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Libra, is this absolutely gorgeous red jasper, because a red jasper, as soon as you put it on, it gives you so much energy, and it makes you extremely passionate, you know, it makes you extremely passionate towards those things in life that you should be putting more energy towards. So as soon as you wear this, as soon as you put this red jasper on, like not that long after that moment in time, suddenly you have a specific things in your mind, on your mind, especially when it comes to planning, feeling excited, feeling a really positive energy towards those aspects that we would normally find, oh no, challenging. And then that energy and vibration can be dangerous because it can kind of slow us down a little bit, and it's almost as if we are not trusting ourselves and our spirit. So this helps you to reconnect with your spirit, so therefore you trust yourself with a certain aspects of your life, especially when you're making like a really big decisions. Okay, so this red jasper comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Liberina, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you very much for that. Okay, so now the next important date, it's going to be on the 11th, but there is a big mama here, 11th of November. Why is a big mama? Because it's 11/11. Now, oh my God, this is remarkable what is actually going to take place on the 11th of November. So now, first of all, this is another very, very important realization that you are going to have. So do you remember the beginning of this reading started you becoming aware of someone really cheeky and really naughty, but then again, it's not an evil person, it's not a horrible person, but it's just like, ooh la la, cheekiness, like this energy. It's gonna like kind of like really give you an idea of what do you do, how to deal with a certain aspect of your life. So this is going to be brilliant. So this is someone cheeky that you're going to come across. But the 11th of November, the reason why am I saying this is because there are going to be few different people around you on the 11th of November. And even if the few different people are not around you on the 11th, on the 11th of November, maybe you're going to be looking at a few different people through your window. Maybe you're going to be looking through to a few different people, like in some kind of magazine. Maybe you're going to be looking through towards a few different people, like maybe on the internet somewhere, online, on a social network. It doesn't matter whether this is going to happen, you being surrounded by them physically, or you watching something. It doesn't really matter. However, you're going to become aware of a few different people on the 11th of November, and this is when things are going to become rather interesting for you as well, because this in itself, it's also going to happen completely unplanned. You're going to be unprepared for what you're going to become aware of, and you're also going to be unprepared for how deep you're going to be feeling, how deep you're going to, on what deep level of understanding you're going to be able to perceive the situation that is going to be right in front of you on the 11th of November. This is brilliant because you're going to be open up so beautifully, and that in itself is needed. So it's not the fact that you're going to be like facing few different people, but suddenly you're going to be thinking completely again. You're going to be understanding like how everyone has a different function, how everything is connected. It's a lot to do with the spiritual domino, but most importantly, there is some kind of idea that you're actually going to have looking at these people. A very, very interesting realization, very interesting idea that you're absolutely not going to be able to forget forget about. This interesting idea that you're going to have, it's on one hand really kind of going to make you aware of your own spirituality. It's going to make you aware of like a kind of like a, what do you want to do in terms of the actual spirituality, okay, when it comes to your body, mind and spirit, for example. Very interesting. But then on another hand, another idea and realization that you are going to have, it's also gonna really kind of make you aware of how to make some kind of money, or how to kind of better your financial situation as well. So on one hand, spiritually, this is going to be a big mama, brilliant time for you, because you will know what to do in terms of spiritual development. And it means that if there is something you find out on the same day from the same group of people, which is to do with your spirituality on one hand, that you feel very strongly connected to, and then on another hand, if you find out something that is actually to do with the finances and business and things like that, this is absolutely an amazing time, because it's just a really, really kind of sacred sign for you that this is something that you should be doing as well. This is something that you should be focusing on this stage in your life. So on the 11th of November, you will know what to do in terms of spirituality. And then on another hand, it's also to do with money and finances. You're going to get the idea through these people what you want to do. It's like how to make some kind of money, how to make your financial situation better. And this is indeed going to put you on the path where you are really going to realize, you know what, now, okay, I understand. So it's all about 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th of November. These few days, it's all going to be about you understanding, you know what, I'm going to need to come up with the plan. I'm going to need to come up with the plan. I'm going to have to do one step at a time. And this is something that I cannot rush whatsoever. And by the 19th of November, 19, you will already know, because by the 19th of November, the message that you are going to have, it's going to make you aware of that you are having a control over your life again. You're going to feel very strong. You're going to feel very solid. You're going to feel very courageous. You're going to feel very excited. And this is the strength and energy that you need in order to kind of like feel even more optimistic about the uncertainty that you are maybe facing at this moment in time, because this will have elements of you needing to find out a little bit more and learn something, you know, as well along the way. But at the same time, it's more about tapping into an uncertain stage of our lives that normally would put us off, but now you're just going to be like, yeah, just go for it. You will know exactly what to do, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed, the third important date. And before I go there, I would highly recommend you again this beautiful strawberry quartz pendant. Very unique, very beautiful strawberry quartz pendant. This also comes with a gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And strawberry quartz pendant, it's fantastic when it comes to an inner peace. On one hand, it helps you to have an inner peace when you're surrounded by, oh my God, negativity or negative people or negative entities. But on another hand, it's just really so beautiful when you wear it, and it makes you feel so gentle, and it helps you to keep the balance. And when you're talking and expressing yourself, you don't have to think too much to say the right things. You see what I mean? You just say the right thing, because it creates a very special pathway in between you, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, so you can't kind of get things wrong. So it's brilliant when we feel like spaced out, weird, bizarre, paranoid for whichever reason. You know, maybe you couldn't sleep all night and then you have an important meeting, you know what I mean? And then you're like, oh my God, you know what I mean? You have to deal with it. You have to go for it, you know? But then this just helps you, you know, just to like kind of balance yourself out in this situations in life, similar situations like that. This gorgeous strawberry quartz pendant comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Libra, you're also supporting my channel as well. The last important date is going to be on the 25th of November. On the 25th of November, now this is going to be brilliant, because one of the biggest problems of your life, it's like hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. One of the most difficult problems of your life, it's like, oh my God, coming to an end on the 25th of November. And this is to do with the conclusion. This is going to be one of the most significant conclusions that you had in a long time. Not only that, but there is some kind of inspiration that is going to come out of it, that it's going to make you feel rather artistic, but at the same time, you are literally going to have a reason reason for the actual celebration on the 25th of November 2022. You're going to have a reason for celebration because you will know that you are going to be able to make a really, really big choice, a really good choice, a really wise choice. So it's all going to lead towards you wanting to have a celebration, not because of the conclusion, but because of the fact that you are actually going to be able to make one of the wisest choices of your life. By making that wise choice, you will know what this is, my gorgeous Libra, trust me. You will know what this wise choice is. Okay, you will know what this wise choice is, and by making this wise choice is what you will not know, what you will not know, that by making this wise choice, it's like a double whammy, because by making this wise choice, you're also, without knowing, without realizing, you're also making this final push. And as soon as you make this final push, something is going to happen. Within the next couple of days, you can expect an information, a message which is going to surprise you with the actual path which is about to start unfolding right in front of you. This message is also going to make you aware, on one hand, that how much progress you have actually made, but then on another hand, it's also going to make you aware that this path is something that you need to do in terms of your own expansion, in terms of your next step. This is going to make you feel extremely optimistic when it comes to looking forward to things in life again, but it's also going to make you aware of exactly what exactly do you need to commit to at this stage in your life. Because on one hand, you're going to become aware of little sacrifice, but then on another hand, you're also going to become aware of the priorities slowly but surely changing. And this is always good. It means that you have been through so much, and it means that you have, most importantly, learned so much about yourself over the last 2 or 3 years. But even more importantly, you have been prepared for this moment in life for a long time indeed. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see briefly what is going to happen in the first part of November, mid part of November, and the last part of November, just briefly. The first part of November, you're going to be facing, oh my God, you're just going to have a little bit of a mental conflict here, because you're going to be facing a difficult choice. When it comes to facing that difficult choice, the answer is to be neutral. Okay? This is what you need to remember when you're facing that choice, okay? This is what you need to remember. Very important indeed. When it comes to the mid part of this month, my gorgeous Libra, my God, it is some kind of a very much so, you need to understand this, that it's to do with like some kind of temptation, but you will know that this is a temptation. At around the mid-November, be smart. Be intelligent, be clever, because you are all these things. On top of that, you're extremely psychic and you're an empath. And I told you this millions of times, okay? My moon is in Libra, of course. I get you. Yes, but you are at around the mid-November. You will know that you're facing a temptation, and you will know it, and it's going to be entirely down to you, entirely up to you what you're going to do. If you go for this temptation, no baby, no, it's not real. It's going to turn into one of the most like kind of difficult stages of your life, because it's going to become unethical, immoral, and it's also going to become like a rather unhealthy attachment in your life. I'm sorry, but this is just a bit of like a challenge that you are going to have at around the mid-November. And I'm telling you that you will be facing a certain person and certain situation, and you will know that something is not right. So it's entirely up to you whether you're going to be ignoring this feeling, or whether whether you're going to be ignoring this feeling, or whether you're just going to go for it. So please avoid this temptation. Okay, important. The last part of this month, my gorgeous Libra, it's like a really interesting new idea that you're going to have. And this why am I saying this new idea is going to be interesting, especially at around the end of November? It's because, first of all, on your mind, it's going to be something that you realized, oh my God, what I've learned something so special. I've learned something so amazing over the last year or two. And this is suddenly going to be on your mind. Like suddenly, like what you've learned, you will become aware of what you've learned, and you're going to like this. And that in itself is going to give you a very interesting idea. And you will know what that is because you're going to hear this at the time when you become aware of the latest news. And what you're going to hear, it's like you're not going to believe it. It's going to be something crazy, ludicrous that you're going to hear. And this is going to happen at around that time. And it's going to make your mind even more curious. So you will know exactly what am I talking about here. So now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationship. When it comes to November, you are having one of the biggest transformations of your life. When it comes to relationships, do not invest into anything big when it comes to November. I'm sorry. Do not invest. For the couples, if you're trying to invest into something, if you're trying to buy something really massive and something really big, if you're lucky enough, I would not recommend the month of November. Sorry. I would recommend the month of the actual December, but not November. November, it's important when it comes to you realizing exactly which aspect of your life you need to come up with when it comes to the actual plan. So it's to do with the partners, when it comes to this month, it's, like something that you've both been working on for such a long time. But then again, at the same time, it's really it's just not happening. And so now this in itself, it's going to be an important stage because, what you're going to hear as a couple, what you're going to become aware of, you're going to realize at around the mid-November that you will be able to do what you wanted to do for at least the last 4 months. And you're going to become aware of what you want to do. And that in itself is going to be so superb when it comes to you coming up with such an important plan. And this plan, it's really going to reflect on your finances, on your financial situation so much better. Oh my God, everything is going to be so much more solid after this moment in time, but it's also going to bring you an ultimate happiness. So what, my gorgeous Libra, have been put on hold? Which plan did you have or do you have with your partner that you've put on hold, and now this is going to come into fruition slowly but surely? Yet again, nothing to do with an investment, but with you two coming up with a plan. And you are going to start thinking about the plan at around the mid-November, and you will see as soon as you open up, as soon as you start talking about it, something is going to happen, something is going to change. There is a very interesting information that is going to come out through that conversation that is going to both make you aware of that now it's really the time to absolutely go for it. What is going to be on your mind is going to be super beneficial for your financial situation, but for your ultimate happiness as well. So you must, at all cost, my gorgeous Libra, just go for it. Okay, very important indeed. And for those of you who are single and ready to, hello my darling, my gorgeous Libra, do you know what I really like when it comes to this stage of your life? Only now I'm realizing that that you're actually ready to let someone into your life, my gorgeous Liberina. Only now, for those of you who are single, only now you're ready to let somebody in your life. And it's not only that, but in between the 15th and the 25th of November, on one hand, you are going to find yourself facing an element of your life, facing a stage of your life where you are going to really decide to go somewhere or start doing something, or it's going to be like with the continuation of an aspect of your life that was put on hold a little bit. And this is already telling you and showing you where this special person is going to come through, you see. But what I find really interesting is that someone is about to enter your life. This person is a beautiful person, but it's more to do with an internal connection that you're going to feel. It's more to do with like a very exciting moment when you realize who this is and what a mind-blowing connection you're going to have. Passion passionate, my gorgeous Libra, passionate time this person is going to bring, because you're going to be able to kind of like really relate to one another on a very spiritual level. You're going to find this person extremely attractive because of their own spirituality. I know that some people think, oh, the actual word spirituality is really boring. No, baby, no. That's all what we are. We are spirituality. We are spiritual being. And the more we say to ourselves that we are not, the more paths we close within. So be as open-minded as you possibly can, because someone very special is coming. And that particular person, I'm telling you, first of all, you will kind of meet this person through the similar through the similar ideas about life, you know, but the ideas that are very unique to you, unique to your spiritual experiences. So for this person, you will be able to connect to when it comes to your spirituality, and when it comes to those things that you believe in, and those things that that person believes in. So almost as if you're gonna start talking like, oh, he's very interesting, she's very interesting, and then it turns, and the more you talk, it's like, hello, my darling. The more you talk, the more attractive that person becomes, you know. And then very shortly after, you're gonna realize that that person is also making you feel so woomish. That person is also making you feel so good about yourself, and that person is also going to make you like really strong about yourself. There's so many signs that you're going to have that this person is going to be very, very special in your life indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, I love you so much. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.